ahead, play on at every opportunity. Hawthorn want to control the footy, and I think in that second quarter, didn't quite reflect on the scoreboard. Hawthorn had control. Let's see what we get in this third quarter.
Second half will get underway in just under 90,000 in the house. Not quite 90 tonight, I don't reckon. Steins off hands Oliver.
Melbourne.
Umpire Brett Rosebery. 42 finals he's umpired. Oliver steaming through the middle. Long ball. Wiedemann got rid of Mirror. Smaller in stature. And Wiedemann a chance to kick his second.
This kid is pretty special.
Oh, that's a great tap.
Speaking of special. It was the free kick to Clayton Oliver. Little grab of the jumper, but body use.
Often you see a lot of young players use their body well, but then they can't finish off the mark. So that was a clever mark.
For 4 Melbourne goals in a row. Biggest lead of the game. 19 points. What a start for the Demons.
Well, the #1 centre clearance team in the competition for home and away, and they dominated that stat last week against the Cats, and that's just brilliant from Max Gawn to Oliver, and then straight down the middle.
And as soon as Oliver got the free kick, played on straight away.
Yep.
As soon as he got the ball handed back to him, just got it down the middle, let Wiedemann go to work.
Well, you get a one-on-one, and that's what they got rather than third man up.
She's impressive. He's 3 last week, a couple tonight.
Here we go.
So Melbourne get to that big lead of the game. 19 points. Hawthorn have to stay strong here. Gawn getting over McAvoy. They've had a great duel so far. Viney cracks in as he always does. And again a stoppage.
Max, Ben, stand up, please.
So we saw earlier tonight Tom Mitchell get the all-time record. Max Gawn goes past Goldie tonight. It was 1,000 neat, wasn't it, at the end of the home and away? So remarkable seasons by a couple of blokes, the 2 favourites for the Brownlow. Smith goes back to Henderson, goes back to Mirror, and the Mirror careful kick to Burgoyne. He wanted to spread to Sicily. Sicily wasn't on in the end. So Burgoyne's kick okay. Impey up and about. He had a big second half last week. They'll need it again tonight. Not a great kick. Frost is so athletic, and he belts the ball forward. Wiedemann made a mistake, but he tackled so well. He butted it up beautifully, didn't he?
Well, we've already been singing his praises, but gee, that's impressive as well. Yes, he spilt the mark. That bloke in his 19th game, the head could have gone down straight away, but he just followed up, nailed the tackle. Terrific play, Sam Wiedemann.
And that ball from Frost is the chaos ball. No one knows what's going to happen with it. Little one out wide. I think it was Fritz that got boot to ball there. Look at Melksham. This way, that away. Long pumping ball. Here they come again. Hannon in front. Gee, McAvoy did well. Off hands, Bullen. Neil Bullen just across the face of goal. And a minor score. So a fast starting Demons out of the blocks early in the third.
Jim McAvoy's tried hard tonight. I mean, that was a big effort again. Here, Gawn's been great as well. I love their duel tonight. It's just whether the big boy can keep going for the Hawks. Good mark by Sicily. He needs to play a massive second half here. He needs to get meterage to break the line, use the footy that he normally does so well. That's okay. This is the other guy, I reckon, the key. Those 2 guys, Mirror or Smith. Duray, Hannon got him down. Harms got him down, I should say. Quickly to Jones, and then Jones belts it onto the boot. Not a good kick. Thought he was off the mark.
Jordan slipped over, but once again, you can just see what the intent of Melbourne, just play on at all costs through the corridor, through the middle of the ground.
And Jordan Lewis spoke at the end of the second quarter with Daisy around the fact that they have to have composure with the ball. Almost they were playing into Hawthorn's hands by coughing it up to them, then letting them control it. But if they can have that composure going forward, Doug, they go away with this one.
I think the thing about the kicks they've missed, it hasn't been under Hawthorn pressure. You know, it hasn't been from their good work. It simply has been just composure.
Isaac Smith trying to find a path through here. Wasn't much on offer, so Mitchell does some creating of his own and finds the very creative Sicily. Duray. Mirror. Thought about the handball to Smith. He was covered by Oliver. Goes very, very wide to Hardwick.
Hold.
Hardwick should reel and go. He's got McAvoy in the square.
Hold.
Now Smith. So this is the way the Hawks like to play. Uncontested marking.
Play on.
Careful control of the footy. Smith tried to pinpoint the pass to Bruce. Jeddah went and got it, just got rid of the handball. Impey might be the beneficiary. He is. Gives a little one to Shields. Shields back inside to Duray. Duray, neat little ball. Is the mark paid? No, it's not.
Yeah, I said, I called my...
He thought he had got it the other way. Gee, I reckon he marked it.
That is a mark. Yeah, he's a bit stiff. He's very stiff. So a little let off for the D's. Gee, they've had to work so hard here. Hawthorn, Viney, did so well. It was a beautiful bit of footwork by him, and then Gawn and Jeddah got involved, and then Tyson with a little bit of candy as well. Getting wide, Petrarca's well placed, takes the mark quickly on one end to the other. Melsham says, "Nah, I can kick this."
Started with Jack Viney. We spoke about composure up the other end of the ground with the kick inside 50, but Viney, the heat was there and just stepped around, and then away they go.
It was brilliant footwork. Bruce, great call.
He was
15 gone.
Petrarca's kick perfect, and Melsham now with the chance to extend this lead to over 4 goals.
Yeah, mate.
Clever mark by Petrarca as well.
Yep.
Love the way Petrarca kicks the ball as well. He really hammers it low and fast, and he strikes it so cleanly. Sicily with a beautiful, speaking of striking it cleanly, to the middle of the ground. Maxi Gawn on the end of this. Little handball intercepted. McAvoy got rid of it in the nick of time. It was well done. Warple, Smith, Burgoyne all combining, went wide, found an opportunity now with Howe. Here go the Hawks. Puopolo, good lead. Got Gunston coming in the pocket. Wants to make contact with Hibberd. There it is. Misses the opportunity. Puopolo now got to go long and deep. Impey couldn't get the staggers up to get hold of it in the end. Hibberd out of the back pocket, rips it away. Little one-handed. Here goes Salem under enormous pressure. What a good tackle that was from Howe. Turns it over. Picked up by Gunston. Had a flying shot and missed it right.
A good contest by Hawthorn there to keep it in, wasn't it? They're just going to have to nail their shots, aren't they? They've got to. The less than 50% is going to have to nail a few of them. They're 2-4 from set shots tonight. So Hibberd gets some good meterage there, and then belts it as far as he can. Melsham made a contest. Jones's hands were good. Viney's vision, but Howe did well. Taps it back to Sicily, and then Sicily brings the ball back. Melbourne are in the box seat, though. Puopolo completely outnumbered. He can kick a goal, Poppy. He does from nothing. That helps. Wow, Melbourne. They had it covered, didn't they? They had the numbers. They were in the right spot. It was like a little, as Serena Williams would say, a little thief in the night.
Not sure who that was, whether it was Oscar McDonald or Fritsch, but they missed the flight of the footy.
Big goal, Duck.
That was
big
Frost.
goal. Big goal.
See there, Frosty just mistimed the footy completely there, and one thing you can't do with small forwards is let the ball out the back. That had to come forward or towards the boundary.
The volume of this crowd noise at the moment is incredible. Richo, Daisy downstairs.
Players have the ball.
They're a loud
Max and Ben,
crowd,
thank
the
you.
Melbourne crowd. We're right in front of the members here, so it's clearly Melbourne biased where we're sitting, BT.
Gawn to Oliver. Gunston trying to create a path through. Adam Simpson, of course, the West Coast coach, waiting
Let's go straight up.
the winner of this game to travel to Perth, Western Standard Time next week, 1:20, 3:20 Eastern Standard. That game in the afternoon. He'll kick out wide here, Henderson. Now I reckon that was accidental, but
Deliberate.
it'll be viewed as deliberate. I'm sure he didn't mean to get boot to ball from that position.
He was trying to make up ground to gather it, and he couldn't quite get there. He didn't mean it, BT, but I guess you had to pay it.
Yep, one of those with Jetta now.
May use Jones again, and he does, but he cramps him up a bit, but they get it over the top, and then Brayshaw gets a little bit on it, gives Hannon a chance. Hannon loves to fly like that. Warple stood up okay. Petrarca spreads it well. Salem, well done. Very well done, Melbourne.
That's that composure.
Yeah, that's it.
Excellent kick by Christian Salem. And even from Petrarca to not just throw the ball on the boot. He gave the handball off there. He got a kick there, just thrown it on the boot under pressure. Composed and then composed. Well played.
And now a massive kick. Hawthorn are very much in this match, but the D's with a couple of goals in front. Vandenberg kicks on 50 and hits the post. Couple of behinds to him. Still feel a lot of tension here, don't you?
Yep. Right now, anyone's game to take it. Burton.
The inside 50s are 35-28 Hawthorn's way. Hawthorn's marks are up to 74. You posed the question, what do you want to keep them to in marking? Well, I reckon that's way beyond what Simon Goodwin would want at the moment.
Gee, Mirror dropping an absolute sitter there. Hibberd reading the play well, looks back inside, nothing on. Forced to go down the line, but says, no, I'm going to straighten it up and go to a slightly more dangerous position. Mirror backing in. Handball comes to Petrarca from Spargo. Petrarca over the top to Tom McDonald. What a good kick it was from Petrarca, and he has just become so selfless, Christian Petrarca. He looks to give it before he wants to kick it himself.
Yeah, and now they're just starting to hit those targets. And he's been the culprit on 2 occasions in this quarter. Beautiful kicks.
To make it 5 out of the last 6 goals, McDonald, who has 2, both of them back-to-back in the first quarter, now has 3.
They just overcooked it, Hawthorn. They had 3 guys go for the 1 mark. Nobody on the ground. It's a massive goal, I reckon, in the context of the game. It just relieves some pressure, doesn't it?
I always say that scoreboard pressure is the pressure that you want to put on your opposition, and Hawthorn haven't just been able to do that.
And just have a look at the joy here. Some relief in a way. They know this is tight. Now they have breathing space. Now they can dream about next week and beyond.
Missed with Melksham, missed with Vandenberg. It was important and the fans knew it.
So it's a buffer, isn't it? It is scoreboard pressure. Hawthorn have got to get the next one. Viney and Howe, good contest. Second contest was great by Viney. And again, a stoppage.
And Hawthorn yet to win a clearance this quarter. So Melbourne have fixed it up around there, starting to get control around the ground, the part of the ground that they love.
McAvoy laid it down low. There we go, Lingy. Jetta got it from Viney. They didn't quite get it out, and he's gone. Okay, so
straight to him.
So Luke Bruce in the heart of the centre square.
So Bruce told to go. 3 forwards coming up the footy. Gunston was the widest of them, and right in front of the MCC members here in this half-forward flank area. 21-point advantage, biggest lead of the game here. Hawthorn forward end, McAvoy versus Gawn. They push. McAvoy did well in that contest. Little handball, headed for Morrison, didn't get there. McAvoy follow up to Wimpy was good. Now Burgoyne had to stretch, boot to ball. No mark here, touch, said the umpire. Play on. Melbourne with a lot of players around the footy. Here's Warple, good tap down Smith, got rid of it. Good play it was to Burton. Burton inside 50. Hawks looking dangerous here. The tackle by Frost. Had to be careful. It was on Nash.
And their one-on-one work there, the Demons, was tight. every Hawthorn player had an opponent, and you saw how close Frost was.
Gawn wins the tap. Howe cracks in hard. And stoppage. Haven't been able to get that clearance. They need one here, Hawthorn. 21 points. Game high lead. Gawn, showing makers. Gunston almost. Hibbert and Harms. Hibbert released on the wrong side, but he was able to get a crowd. And that is a brilliant kick. I mean, that has worked so well, hasn't it?
What a weapon that is to have that out of your back line.
Salem having a good final series as well. And he hugs the line. That's a beautiful kick to a bloke who we're loving what we're seeing tonight from Petrarca.
Petrarca, another penetrating ball, this time without great direction. And the mark is taken by Burton at centre-half back. Short ball. Morrison. Impey very, very wide. Sicily laterally taken care of, so Morrison has to go for a bit of ground here. Tyson outmanoeuvred by Impey. He gets out the back, well picked up by Impey. Now he looks for the kick inside. Gee, it was well done. Showing makers on the lead. It was well done by Impey.
It was, BT, you're right. It was some good body work just to get Tyson under the ball, let it get out the back. He wasn't interested in marking it then, Jarman Impey. He wanted it to carry the pack, turned and went there, just happy for it to get over the back. And a beautiful kick inside.
Showing makers to keep them in touch. Kick the first goal of the game. Pretty standard sort of kick here. 30 metres out. A little bit of angle about it. Virtually no wind tonight. And he nails it. No problems at all. Kicks his second. Just in the nick of time for the Hawks.
So he's had 3 shots, Sean, mate. I mean, he probably should have 3 ducks, shouldn't he? I mean, so he's sort of done his bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does. He's not a high possession player, as we know. Only had the 5 disposals, but now kicked the 2 goals, and you can almost say he's done his job.
Yep.
You know, if you said he'll kick 2 in this game,
that's a tick. That's a tick.
Absolutely.
So 15 points.
Well, a good response from the Hawks, and we're just going to keep an eye on this one. I reckon Christian Salem, in taking that mark, just reached down for his hamstring in the action. Looked a little bit proppy after this kick as well.
So back to 2.5 goals. Back to plenty of pressure. Hawthorn belt 4. There is Salem to Jetta, and then Jetta gets the ball out wide. Vandenberg crashes through Howe. Goes back to Wiedemann. Under pressure, Viney. So it was holding the ball and then you jumped on top of him. Viney at centre wing, kicks the full forward, Petrarca lurking. Mirror tried to belt it away, good tackle by Hannon. Warple getting down low, Melbourne swarming here. Hardwick, Burton just left it, high tackle.
It's a high tackle, just take him, split him up. Hold there, time back on. Yeah.
There's the high contact. I'm a little confused by the Jack Viney one. If it's already holding the ball, then the push in the back would have to be enough to reverse the free kick, not be a separate free kick because the holding the ball was first. Am I?
No, that's what the umpire indicated, that it was
as an overrule.
Yeah.
Overruled, yeah, okay. Well, it's a big call.
Spargo from the pocket. It's a beautiful, beautiful kick. Has it got the length?
I believe it's a goal. Can you confirm the ball has crossed the line?
Score review. Umpire's call is a goal. Please check that it's crossed the line.
Review complete. Decision on scoreboard.
So this will be a quick one. Spargo gets it.
It's a big finish from that young man, isn't it? Because
yeah.
goal either way there. They've just been able to answer the Hawks.
For sure.
In this term, when the Hawks have got one and just look like they're coming, been able to answer with a goal.
Well, the Hawks haven't kicked consecutive goals all night.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Both coaches there, and that was a good answer from Spargo. They haven't been able to kick consecutive goals all night, the Hawks. They stay 21 points up here, the Demons. Shields with a clean clearance out of the middle. The kick not so good. Puopolo made it work to Henderson. Henderson got around one. Now he's able to move forward with a positive ball to Gunston. And this is a massive kick. They must answer here, the Hawks, and it couldn't be in better hands.
And they got aggressive from the centre bounce. They knew they had McAvoy up against Wiedemann, so Shields got on the move, really proactive. And they were able to get some good movement inside their forward line. Only way to answer, just keep coming.
For his 50th goal this season, Gunston with that kick. It's going to come back. It's going to come back. It's a goal. Gunston's got a big one.
He's played well tonight. Lots of question marks about it. He's had 4 shots. He could have kicked 4. He's played well.
Yeah, he has played well, and that's exactly what he does so well. Leads up to the footy and then goes back and generally converts. And they need that back-to-back goal now. If they can get back-to-back goals here, it really starts to put Melbourne under pressure.
Jump out, please.
So 50 goals for the 4th time, and he's been an important player for a long time in those triple premierships. Can they get back-to-back goals? Henderson's the other guy that continues to impress in these finals. He was the one that was able to get it there. What happens from the centre bounce here? Melbourne a couple of goals in front. Hawthorn not going away. A really good semi-final, isn't it?
Thank you. Thanks, Ben. Max, here we go, guys. Just here. Other way, other way.
See Melbourne getting ahead in that game there. Burgoyne, twisting, turning, just did enough. McAvoy tried to get it out. Lewis had to concede some ground. So did Viney. They get high, I thought, there, Harms. But no free kick, and it'll be a ball up.
Leave it.
Harms was very lucky there, I reckon.
Yeah, looked high on Bruce.
Yep. It did. He had a couple of goes at him. McAvoy knocked down. Still haven't got a clean clearance out of that last goal yet. Hawthorn, Shields smothered. Still no clean clearance from the middle of the ground. Petrarca, still nothing. Morrison caught in the tackle. Both teams know how important this is. Ducks Head, they're searching for back-to-back goals, the Hawks. Spargo with the free.
Hold there. Hold there.
Wow, what a desperate passage of play out of the middle. Spargo with a wide kick. Wiedemann setting himself. Off hands Petrarca. Duray the lunging tackle. Just got him. Wiedemann threaded the needle to Viney. Viney to Fritsch on his non-preferred right side. Risky kick. Salem had to go low. Got the handball away. Here comes Spargo. Didn't know where to go. Back inside. Vandenberg off one step. Good smother by Nash. Now they've got to go and get it. Oliver did. He won a really hard ball. And the mark taken by Frawley.
And then Frawley goes back and across. Henderson, Roughhead, and then Roughhead with a careful kick to Mitchell.
And Melbourne have not transitioned from the congestion over here. The Hawks can go quick.
That's what Bruce is trying to do, Lingy. And then he gets some distance. He gets it at the back. Gunston's in a beautiful spot. If it sits, it does, it does, it does. And he hits the post. He hits and rattles the post. Oh, what a moment.
Oh, the first time back-to-back goals and he hits the post.
Looked like he tried to kick it a bit hard, but
yeah, and around the corner again. It's such a beautiful kick.
He never quite got control of the footy, did he?
Should have been a drop punt.
2 goals for tonight. Look at this. Gorn's got to beat 3. But the other 2 are standing down. Now Melbourne with the transition here. Petrarca, high penetrating ball. Melkson's got to make this work. Sicily did well to engage. Gee, well done, James Sicily. Well done. How much pressure. Shields missed the lot with the handball. Now Melbourne are in. Spargo could have given it to Hannum. Went over top. Neil Bullen into the open goal. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it. how they play, Bruce. They love the chaos.
You can see there, a minute ago, the look on Gunston's face. He knows how big that miss was. Back-to-back goals. Melbourne go from one end to the other. Melksham was good. Stayed in the contest. There's the miss. And then from one end to the other. And Melksham just stayed in the contest there. Gee, Sicily was good, wasn't he?
And that shot of Gunston after that just said it all, didn't it?
20-point margin instead of 9, Bruce.
15.
Massive, but Hawthorn not going away. Warple's little kick. The last 5 or 10 minutes has been finals footy at its absolute best. Tyson did okay. Got it to Gawn, and then Gawn's kick out wide's a good one. Vandenberg up for the fight. Goes forward. McDonald, I should say, Mira comes across and takes the mark. They're just hanging on, aren't they? Just hanging on.
4 goals to 3 in the quarter for Melbourne. Mira out very wide. Vandenberg backing back bravely. He had McAvoy coming over the top. Great courage shown by Vandenberg. Now pumps it in. 3 minutes remaining in the quarter. Hannon finally. A double biter. And to bust it wide open. It's enough to send Alistair Clarkson out the back door. This could be the biggest margin of the game.
And Hannon just got rid of Taylor Duray easily there. Just body on body. Did it beautifully, but probably a touch too easy.
Hannon with a 25-metre kick for a 26-point lead. Listen to the Melbourne fans if he kicks it. Listen in. Well, they have got consecutive goals in this quarter from that. 5-goal to 3-quarter for the Demons.
That's one of his great strengths. Had any good on the deck, but he's strong in the air.
Great body work, Mitch Hannon. Oh, Bruce, wouldn't the Hawks have just loved Ben Stratton in that moment right there? Either to be matched up on Hannon or to be the man coming across, nailing that one with a huge spoil. And that's why he's such a big out.
No, huge out. I mean, that's what he's so good at doing, isn't he? And there's a hole back there at the moment.
Not 15.
And haven't Melbourne played a quarter here? I mean, Hawthorn have been up for the fight, and the D's have given them some and given them some interest here.
I think that's what I love about the Demons today. They've been challenged, haven't they?
Yep. Viney getting forward. Burton under pressure. Frawley under pressure. Brayshaw cracked in hard. Petrarca trying to get involved. That handball by Shields was better. Impey was being a little cheeky, actually. Doesn't quite get it out. Frost is a terrific athlete he was held on to.
Well done to Frost, because he left Showmakers. He left a long time and got to that footy and earns the free kick.
He straight-lined it, didn't he?
He did. Left very early, but knew he had the speed to get there.
Frost, long, deep ball, asking the question of Petrarca. Tom McDonald there, Gunston. Went and got it. Tackled, no prior opportunity, as Harms asked the question.
They've been cool in a crisis when Hawthorn have challenged them. Just being able to, as we've said, get that next goal. And
tackles inside 50, 9-17, Melbourne's way.
And they averaged 12 a game for the season, Melbourne. That's why it's been so impressive in that area. 23 last week inside 50 against the Cats. And then, as you said, BT, tonight, doing it again.
Don't lock the arm. Face the footy.
It's been a great ruck duel. They've both played well. McAvoy got it down. Mitchell spins. Good tackle on Hal by Neil Bullen. Shields trying to get it clear. Warple. And then almost ripped off him by Viney. Neil Bullen fends off. Cutting across there, Howe was good. Viney twists and turns and does it magnificently and kicks to centre half forward, and Brayshaw takes a beauty. Oh, Viney.
he's a battering ram.
And he's not just a battering ram. He's got tricks. He's got the step. We've seen it a couple of times. And Oh, so impressive.
His father was the captain when Danaher first went to the club, and they were playing in those finals in '98.
They're going to call play on.
So Brayshaw, who's already kicked a goal. We've talked about the fact he hasn't had the big numbers, but he's had an impact. And he's got it home, and you know what? They might be too. Have a look at what it means, eh? Not quite there yet, but oh boy.
Oh, you look at the top of the disposals, Viney, Oliver, Petrarca. That is the future of that footy club right there, and those three young men have stood up in a semi-final.
Brayshaw with 2 goals, Wiedemann with 2 goals. More of that future that you're talking about, Doug.
That was just magnificent by Viney, and Brayshaw's mark was colossal. Gee, if they could keep going tonight, there'll be a tsunami going over to Western Australia next Saturday.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Look at this. 18 seconds left. They've kicked 3 in a row to finish off this third quarter when Hawthorn were throwing everything at them. Viney again with another little clearance and a free. No.
Opportunity.
McIvory made no contact with the footy. 5 seconds, the mark will almost count. DeRay, it's an important one. Here comes Gunston, won't get there. McDonald marks. Gee, Melbourne fans, they're all standing. Look at them lift out of their seats. Almost 90,000 in the house. They are sensing something is happening here. 32-point lead at 3/4 time.